Hi, so in this first video for the page builder comparison, I'm using Thrive Architect. So it's already installed. I've put it on fast speed so that of course you don't spend too much time losing just watching me doing the things. Of course, if you want to, you can slow the video down in YouTube if you really want to see how it is done. Just a little note that at the end I'm showing you more advanced stuff in Thrive Architect. So thank you for watching this video, and of course if you like the video you can put a little thumbs up below. You can add your comments, of course, they're more than welcome, and you can subscribe to this channel so that way every time that I post new videos you'll be notified with the little bell icon and you will know when there's new thing coming. So thanks for watching. Alright, so I've done it in about 22 minutes. I have to admit that I did it a couple of times because I had problems with the recording and so on. So it might be 5 or 10 minutes more, let's say, if I would have just practiced it one time, but still pretty impressive. Now I wanted to just add a little bit to that because of course now I did the fixed layout, which seems to be the final example, seems to be like that. Just want to show you a couple of features of Thrive Architect. So let's say that finally I wanted to have that full width. It's pretty basic. Just have to come here and say content cover entire screen width, and as you can see now everything is perfectly takes the entire width and it's perfect. Of course that could be pushed a little bit to the right again if I wanted to, but that's fine. It looks like that. Now the next thing, I'm gonna just show you the final result here. Next thing, that could be pushed a little bit, but anyway, I want to show you on tablet and mobile. This is one of the strengths of Thrive Architect as well. So let's go on to tablet mode, and this is one of the things that I feel really cool about the content box that you've seen me use, is that we can very easily manipulate that. So if I go back here, let's say that I put 10 instead of 170, it's great. And if I want to have that image completely free, I just have to come back here and reduce that until I am satisfied with it. Okay, something like that, let's say. Pretty cool. Now let's take a look at the rest. This is perfectly fine. This is fine as well, and this here should be probably stacked. So what I can do, I can come here and say sometimes it was behaving the right way. Looks like it is not now. Maybe I did something wrong. So okay, that's because wrap column was activated. Okay, I just need to deactivate that, and this is how I want it to be. Maybe just add here to that column a little 10 pixel of padding on the right and the left side, sorry, so that it's not flushed against the image, and that's perfectly fine like that. Maybe just push the image down a little bit, let's say, or could be at padding or margin. In this particular case makes no difference, something like that, and it's perfectly fine. Now let's go with the mobile view. So in mobile view, everything here is all right. What I can do, this one is perfectly aligned. This one, of course, doesn't look well, doesn't look right, and this one, well, seems to be not too bad. Let's say columns will be, of course, we need to say wrap columns. I'm gonna align that image to the center. Let's say position here to be centered. That will be alright. That is alright as well. I just need to remove the 10 pixel on the image that I've put in the previous step. And here we go. That looks fine. I'm gonna see with the content box here, I'm gonna try to remove that gray border. I know that I had some trouble previously, I don't know why, but let's try to get rid of that. Should get rid of that automatically by doing so, but looks like it doesn't for any particular reason. That might be a little bug here. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to put it in white and we won't see it anymore. So here we go, and this is only for mobile, so that's perfectly fine. I could get rid of some spacing as well if I wanted to, but I think that the problem here lies more in the fact that it's a coat. I could remove that here, say 10 instead, or even 0 maybe in this particular case because it's already pushed. Here we go. Now about those columns here, so let's do the same thing here. Columns, this will need to be it's already set to wrap, so that's fine. But what I want to change is I'm going to put it the same size of the image here. So the images are 263. So whoops, sorry, wrong place here. This is the width of the columns, so 263. All right, so now they are aligned together. What I'm gonna do, this particular column here, I'm gonna say 30 is a little bit much, so let's say, I think that 15 was good, something like that. Great. And for the borders, I will have the same problem here because I have a border all around. So let's put it back to 1 to put a border all around to bring back my left one. And I'm gonna get rid of that one for the top. So let's do that for each of them. So columns, I'm gonna say, well, this was already all right. Sorry, my mistake here. 263. And then I have this column here that I want to go to 15 and bring back my border all around and remove it at the top. Sorry if you hear my dog. I have 2 dogs and I think they are playing right now, so if you hear them, sorry for that. So gray one, and on the top get rid of the border. Come on. And layout and positioning 263, and that particular column here will be 15 all around. Oh, that's true, I made the wrong thing here. Sorry, my mistake. That's why I had the wrong borders here. I'm a little bit distracted by my dog who is barking right now. This is where I should have my border, that's why. And this one here, get rid of it. Okay, so everything's fine. Could remove some spaces if I wanted to, and that's perfect for the rest. Now, I like it that way, to be quite honest, but I'm going to change it because the final example, if I show it to you right now, as you can see, they have the logo on the middle, it takes the entire width and so on. Text is smaller, so let's do like them just to show you how to do that. So again, my content box, I come back here, I can get rid of, let's say 10 pixel here instead. Whoops, forgot to get rid of that, but that would be fine like that. So that will be centered instead, and let's put that smaller. Let's say, well, it's something that would be enough, but I think they've put it a lot smaller. Let's say 24. And now I have an image that is way too big, by the way, so what I can do is go back to my background section and change that height here. Let's say something like 460, let's say. That would be enough. And that is really cool, really good, and easy to do with Thrive Architects. So if I save that, refresh here, and if I test with different screen sizes, let's say with not that used to Firefox, this is where I need to go. So let's say iPad mini, which is not the right direction, by the way, so like that. Okay, that is perfectly cool. And if I go with, of course I could have added some spacing here as well if I wanted to, that's really up to you. If I go with, let's say, iPhone SE, So of course it's on top of the image. I could put an overlay, by the way, if I wanted to. That could be good as well. So here we go. Really good. Let's try to put an overlay just on the mobile. So I think it will be possible. If not, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. But let's say we have layers like that, so I can add another layer. Let's say, well, maybe black, but of course I'm gonna make it really transparent, something like that. And that should be just for that particular size. As you can see, there's only an image there, and on tablet as well. But when we move on to the, sorry, hey, come on. When we move to the mobile view, then we have an overlay. That's really neat. You see the difference when it refreshes. Here we go. So you will probably guess that Thrive Architect is really my favorite one. Has a lot of more advanced feature, like for example, we use the let me get rid of that. We use absolute positioning to be able to whoops, doesn't work like Chrome here. Need to toggle that off first. Okay, to be able to put things together side by side here and there. So absolute positioning, float, and so on. So not absolute positioning in this case, sorry, but anyway, floats. So that is pretty cool. So thanks for listening, and next one will be on Elementor. So just one thing before leaving, I just realized that I forgot to show you the performance of that page. So as you can see here, there's absolutely no, by the way, image optimization, no cache plugin installed, and so on. So this is what it looks like. So I have a really good grade, 1.3 second and 468 kilobytes for the page size on GTmetrix. And tools don't pick down, grade of 91 for 55 milliseconds. Of course, I have a fast server, but the page size is what is important here, 481.9, so let's say 482, and they say here 466, so of course that might be slight differences, but this will be our base for comparison with the others. Thank you.